Good morning, welcome student. Behalf of Latte Education Society's Chandranarayan Baldava English School, Jaisimpur. I am Mrs. P. S. Sutar. Students, today we are going to study Standard 8th, Chapter 11th of History, Struggle for Equality. So, let's start Struggle for Equality with points. Introduction, Peasants Movement, Worker Union, Socialist Movement, Communist Party of India, Meerut Conspiracy Case and the Feminist Movement. Introduction. The struggle for freedom was based on the philosophy of emancipation of man, opposition to feudalism, social inequality, economic exploitation, along with the opposition to political dependence. Social equality as important as freedom. The struggle of the farmers, workers, women, and Dalits, as well as socialism, gave emphasis on equality. So, let's start. Peasants' Movement, Union of Farmers. The policies of the British adversely affect the farmers. The government protect the landlords and moneylenders. The individual organizations are some created there. The first Union of Farmers, the place Bengal. The work of this union revolved against the compulsion of cultivation indigo. Then second, Dinbandhu Mitra. The Nil Darpan brought the notice of the society to miserable conditions of the peasants producing indigo. Farmers revolt in Maharashtra. Revolt in 1875 against the tyranny and the exploitation by the landlords and moneylenders. Next, Kisan Sabha in Uttar Pradesh. Baba Ramchandra organized farmers in Uttar Pradesh in 1918. Mopla rebellion in Kerala. The peasants rose in a great revolt but was crushed by the British government. Akhil Bharatiya Kisan Sabha. The initiative of N.G. Ranga, Professor N.G. Ranga led to its establishment with Swami Sahajananda Saraswati as its president. The Sabha present a declaration of the peasants' right to the Indian National Congress. The Faizapur season of the Congress was attended by the thousands of peasants. And the next, Sane Guruji. Sane Guruji, Eastern Khandesh, he organized meetings and the processions in 1938 to have land revenge, wave for the farmers affected by the heavy rains, took out marches to the collector's office. These work done by the individual and the organization for a peasant movement. Then worker union, individual organization, place and work. See first the Shashipad Banerjee from Bengal organized workers at a local level. Then Narayan Meghaji Lokhande from Maharashtra, his contribution was valuable. He is known as the father of the Indian workers movement. Then some tea plantation workers, then strike of railway station workers from Assam, the agitation launched against their rich conditions. And from the railway workers of the Great Indian Peninsular Railway called strike for the demands. Then All Indian Trade Union Congress AITUC was established in 1920. N.M. Joshi had great role in its working. Next, Lala Rajpat Rai. He was the president of first season of AITUC. AITUC means All India Trade Union Congress. Then he told the workers to participate actively in the national movement. Then Mill Workers Union from Mumbai, they went on strike for 6 months in 1928. Then Sripad Amrutdange and Muzaffar Ahmad spread among workers ideology of socialism and worked to form militant organization. Next, socialist movement. Many young leaders of the Congress believe that to protect the interest of the peoples it is necessary to overthrow the British government. Society should be restructured on the basis of economic and social equality. These led to rise and growth of the socialist ideology. Formation of Congress Socialist Party It was decided by the Socialist Youth to the form Socialist Party within the Indian National Congress while they were in a Nashik jail. So, the Congress Socialist Party was formed in 1934 by leaders like Jay Prakash Narayan, Acharya Narendra Dev, Minu Masani and Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia. These leaders guided the Quit India movement in 1942. Next, Communist Party of India. Indians got introduced to Karl Marx and his communism. In 1881, an article was written on Marx by the Lokmanya Tilak. Manavendra Roy played an active role in the international communist movement. After the First World War, the influence of the communism was felt in India. The Communist Party of India was formed in 1925. The next Meerut Conference case, the young communist leaders built militant organizations of workers and peasants. The growing influence of the communism on Indian youth became a matter of concern from the British. The communist leaders like Shripad Amrut Dange, Muzaffar Ahmad, Keshav Nilkanta Joglekar, etc. were arrested and charged with the planning to overthrow the British rule. As the trial was conducted at Meerut, it is known as a Meerut Conference case. They were given different punishments. Next, feminist movement. Reforms related to women. Women had secondary status and were subject to many injustices in Indian social system. In the 20th century, many women leaders took an active part in the reform movement related to women. They start their struggle for issues such as right to inheritance, right to vote, etc. They fought for the solution of the women's related issues. Their work reached at the national level. After the Act of 1935, women were included in the provincial ministries. Then second, institutions set up by women, Pandita Ramabai, Arya Mahila Samaj and Sharda Sadan, Ramabai Ranade Seva Sadan, Bharat Mahila Parishad was founded in 1904. In 1975, All India Women's Conference was established. Dr. Ramabai Janardhan Save, she was the first practicing woman doctor in India. She delivered lectures on health-related issues of women. She opened a branch of Red Cross Society at Rajkot. Then, Dalit movement. There are some reformers and contribution to welfare of Dalits. First, Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, Narayan Guru, created awakening against the unjust treatment of Dalits. Then Gopal Baba Walgankar worked for the eradication of the untouchability. Then wrote book Vital Vidvamsa condemning untouchability. Shivram Janba Kamble worked for the eradication of the untouchability. Started the magazine Somuvamshiya Mitra on 1st July 1908. Raised voice regarding issues of the Murlis and the Joktis. Took initiatives for marriages of Devdasis. Then Rajashri Shahu Maharaj gave support to the leadership of Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar, led the non-Brahman movement, made law for free and compulsory primary education, made declaration of reservation in Kolhapur state, worked for the abolition of the caste system, worked to remove restrictions on interdining, intermarriage and the change of occupation, pass on act of the inter-caste marriage giving it a legal acceptance and abolish the Balutedari system. Then Maharshi Vittal Ramji Shinde found the depressed classes mission for the progress of Dalits. Its aim was to make Dalits self-respectful, educated and engaged in work. It also worked to destroy the delusive ideas regarding Dalits in the minds of the upper caste. He found Marathi schools, worked for schools in Mumbai, did satyagraha for entry of Dalit into Parvati temple at Pune, Shetkari Parishad and Federal Electorate. Then Mahatma Gandhi worked for the eradication of the untouchability through the platform of the Indian National Congress, debated with the right Hindu Pandits, stating that the religious texts of the Hindus do not support untouchability, gave inspiration to the Harijan Sevak Sangha. Then Baba Sahib Bole got a bill passed in a Bombay Provincial Assembly for the public water reservoirs to be open to the untouchables. Then Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar founded the Bahishkrut Hitakarni Sabha in July 1924, aimed at building society based on the principles of liberty, equality and fraternity, worked for uprooting the caste system, led the Chaudhar Lake Satyagraha in Mahad, burned the Manusmriti that advocated social inequality, started Satyagraha for the entry of Dalits in Kalalam temple at Nashik, started newspapers such as Muknayak, Bahishkrut Bharat, Janta, Samta, etc., established All India Scheduled Caste Federation and Independent Labour Party. Be educated, be organized and be agitate was the inspirational message given by him to his followers. Though the Constitution of India created a social structure based on equality. Karmavir Dada Saheb Gaikwad led the Satyagraha in Nashik for entry of Dalits in Kalaram temple in 1930. I hope student you understand. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.